Hi guys, welcome to our garden box planting. We have David here who's going to be showing us how to plant our boxes, and today we are going to be planting tomato, collards, thyme, and oregano. So let's get started.
Yeah. Hi, I'm David. So super simple process. I think there's just a few little things that I want you to pay attention to, and that's kind of how the box is set up. We've got this divider here that kind of comes with it if you have a new one, and then we have this tube right here. There's 4 corners. They're a little bit different. 3 of them are different than the one. The tube goes on into the smaller one just like that. So basically the way this works is the bottom of this chamber holds the water, and as you fill it up, water will actually come out here when it's over full, so that way you know you can't overwater it. This level here keeps most of the soil right above where the water is sitting, so that's important to what our first step is, and that's to kind of identify these 3 chambers right here. We're going to want to make sure that soil gets down in them really good and kind of packed down in there. That's actually where the water is going to wick up from to keep our soil moist. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our soil. We're going to add some, not all.
Can you use any soil for this?
So this is a raised bed mix. My absolute preference, this works okay. My preference is some sort of nice potting soil or potting mix, but the raised bed mix will work okay. I just like the consistency of a potting mix a little bit more than a raised bed mix. Basically, this raised bed mix is meant to go out in big raised beds, and then a potting mix is meant to go into pots. Because of the size of this box, we're kind of in between the two. So it is a pot, but it is also a miniature raised bed. So this works just fine. I just prefer a potting soil. So our next step, you should have a pre-portioned bag of organic fertilizer. We're actually just going to take that.
And what's in the fertilizer?
Dead things. That's organic fertilizer, is just dead stuff as opposed to chemicals. So we want to go ahead now and mix that really good into the top, maybe 2 to 4 inches. Conventional fertilizers will actually break down by either time, water, sunlight, but they don't rely on biology. So basically what we're doing is we're taking this fertilizer and making sure as much of the soil is surrounding each piece of fertilizer so that the soil microbes have a good chance to break down. If it's all just sitting on the top, only the bottom side of the fertilizer is exposed to the soil microbes. So that's why we really want to mix it in, and we want to make sure it's getting down there where the roots are going to be. So now that that's mixed in really good, we're going to go ahead and plant. We've got 2 beefsteak tomatoes here well, I got 4, but we're going to do another one. And we're basically going to put our 2 tomatoes toward the back. We've got our collard plants.
You said put the tomatoes toward the back. Does it matter in the box where the plants get planted?
Yeah, you want to make sure everybody's getting proper spacing, and we're getting these plants in here pretty tight. So I'm going to put the collards up here toward the front. So tomatoes are going to grow kind of big and tall, like a little tree like tomatoes grow. Collards are going to grow out like this. And then our herb, so we'll do the thyme here, we're going to plant that right in the middle. And that's it. Now we're going to put it where it's going to go, fill that up with water, and let it do its thing.